The morning sun glints off the chrome of a flying chariot, its sleek lines a testament to millennia of engineering prowess. Below, the bustling Forum Romanum, reimagined with towering glass spires and skybridges, connects ancient grandeur with audacious modernity. It's February 4, 2026. A young centurion named Marcus, his tunic woven with smart textiles, gazes out from his airy apartment. The city, known globally as Roma Aeterna, pulses with the energy of a civilization that never knew decline. This is a world fundamentally reshaped, where the legions still march, albeit with quantum rifles, and the emperor's decree echoes across continents, not just a sea. What if all the systemic problems Rome faced were met head-on and overcome? For centuries, historians have debated the fate of the Western Roman Empire. Was its fall inevitable? Many scholars point to a confluence of overlapping factors: economic collapse, military defeats, political corruption, and even theories of widespread lead poisoning impacting the ruling class. The traditional narrative speaks of a slow, agonizing decline, never to recover. Yet, the question persists: what if Rome had simply endured? What if pivotal moments, often overlooked or deemed minor, had tipped the scales towards survival rather than dissolution? The very idea challenges our understanding of historical destiny and the forces that shape civilizations. In our timeline, the fall of Rome ushered in the period often termed the Dark Ages in Europe, a time of reduced scientific advancement and economic regression. But in this alternate reality, the light of Roman innovation never dimmed. Had the empire successfully reformed and endured, scientific and economic progress would have continued, perhaps even at an exponential pace. Imagine centuries of uninterrupted development, building upon the foundations of Roman engineering and administrative genius. The very concept of a dark age would be utterly alien, replaced by a continuous march of enlightenment, driven by a centralized, powerful global state. One pivotal moment often cited by scholars in this timeline is the year 375 AD. Emperor Valentinian I, a strong and capable ruler, dies suddenly in our history. But here, he survives. His prolonged reign allows him to prevent the Goths from entering the empire's borders, averting critical military defeats that destabilized the Western Empire. This single pivot point provides the crucial breathing room Rome needed. It allows the empire to consolidate its forces, strengthen its frontiers, and initiate vital internal reforms, tackling the systemic problems head-on rather than succumbing to them. This one life, extended, changes everything. Another critical juncture arrived in the mid-5th century with Emperor Majorian. In our reality, his expedition to North Africa, a last-ditch effort to reclaim lost territories in economically vital provinces, was sabotaged, leading to devastating losses. In this alternate history, Majorian's campaign is a resounding success. The Vandals are defeated, North Africa is secured, and Rome experiences a significant economic rebound. This victory provides the resources and morale needed to continue reforms, revitalizing the Western Empire and allowing it to reassert its dominance across the Mediterranean. The recovery sets a new precedent for imperial resilience. While the Western Empire fought for its survival, the Eastern Roman Empire, centered in Constantinople, continued to thrive for another 1,000 years in our timeline. In this alternate history, with a resurgent West, the two halves of the empire forged an even stronger, more unified identity. Constantinople, now known as Nova Roma, became a twin capital, a beacon of learning and trade. The shared strength allowed for the development of advanced defensive strategies, making cities like Constantinople impregnable against later sieges, particularly from the Ottoman Turks. The combined might solidified Roman dominance for centuries to come. With internal stability secured, the Pax Romana, the period of relative peace and stability, stretched far beyond its historical limits. This enduring peace fostered unprecedented cultural and technological exchange. Rome's vast network of trade routes expanded even further, reaching deep into Asia along an even stronger Silk Road. This allowed for an incredible synthesis of Roman and Eastern knowledge, accelerating advancements in medicine, astronomy, and mathematics. The empire's ideals of governance, architecture, and law became the bedrock of global civilization, spreading with its ever-expanding influence across the known world and beyond. However, continuous contact and extended trade links weren't without their perils. When the devastating Black Death swept the world in the 14th century, its impact was amplified in this interconnected Roman Empire. A stronger, more unified Rome, with its unparalleled network of cities and routes, paradoxically meant the plague could spread faster and farther, potentially killing even more people than in our timeline. This catastrophic demographic shock tested the empire's resilience like nothing before, threatening to undo centuries of progress. It was a stark reminder that even the mightiest empires are vulnerable to nature's wrath. Yet, the empire survived. The Black Death, while devastating, forced a new wave of reforms, pushing Rome to innovate in public health, urban planning, and resource management. This crisis galvanized the empire, leading to advanced medical research and infrastructure that would have been unthinkable in our own historical timeline. Leaders emerged, not just as military strategists, but as masters of logistics and public welfare. The reforms after the plague showcased the empire's unique ability to adapt, centralizing power while simultaneously decentralizing administrative functions to better manage vast populations. It was a painful, yet ultimately strengthening, ordeal. By 2026, Roman engineering, uninterrupted and continuously refined for millennia, has led to breathtaking technological advancements. Imagine a world where the principles of Roman architecture and infrastructure are combined with quantum physics and AI. Aqueducts now carry not just water, but energy conduits. The famous Roman roads are superseded by maglev transport networks. Their early understanding of concrete and metallurgy blossomed into self-repairing alloys and advanced materials science. This continuous development means a seamless blend of ancient aesthetics with cutting-edge functionality, creating a world both familiar and profoundly alien to our eyes. The surviving Roman Empire, by 2026, has expanded its reach far beyond the classical Mediterranean. Its ideals of law and governance have been adopted, adapted, or enforced across much of the globe. While not every corner of the earth is directly administered by Rome, its influence is undeniable. A global Roman peacekeeping legion ensures order, and the Universal Roman Code of Law provides the framework for international relations and commerce. This long-standing dominance means a unified, if culturally diverse, global civilization, where Latin remains a lingua franca for elite discourse and technological documentation. In this 2026, the Emperor of Rome is not a figurehead, but a powerful, globally recognized leader. Governing such a vast and diverse empire from a singular capital would be impossible without advanced technology. This is where the evolution of communication and administrative tools comes into play. Think real-time holographic conferences with provincial governors, AI-driven legal systems that process disputes across time zones, and surveillance networks that ensure stability. The challenges of governing a massive territory, which historically contributed to Rome's decline, are now overcome by sophisticated technological solutions. What would daily life be like for ordinary citizens? Roman influence would be pervasive, yet blended with regional cultures. Public baths, now vast complexes of health and entertainment, utilize advanced hydrotherapies and virtual reality. The Colosseum, still a grand amphitheater, hosts not gladiator games, but futuristic sporting events and holographic reenactments of historical battles. Education would emphasize classical Latin and Greek, but also quantum mechanics and interstellar navigation. Social structures might still echo ancient hierarchies, but tempered by millennia of legal and philosophical development, creating a unique blend of tradition and progress. The religious landscape would undoubtedly be different. While Christianity rose within the historical Roman Empire, an unbroken pagan tradition or a syncretic blend of faiths might dominate. Or perhaps, Christianity would still emerge, but shaped by centuries of unbroken imperial influence, perhaps less fragmented than in our timeline. The imperial cult, celebrating the emperor as a divine or divinely appointed figure, could endure, lending an even greater sacral authority to the state. Or, scientific advancement might have pushed spiritual beliefs towards new, philosophical understandings. The exact trajectory remains a fascinating unknown, a testament to the myriad paths belief systems can take. The Roman legions, the backbone of the empire, would still exist, but their armaments and strategies would be dramatically different. Imagine highly advanced cybernetic soldiers, drone legions, and orbital defense platforms. Warfare would be less about territorial conquest and more about maintaining global stability, deterring rogue states, and combating internal dissent with precision. The vastness of the empire itself, however, would still breed challenges. Civil wars, as some historians suggest, might still erupt periodically until technology truly made efficient governance of such a large amount of territory seamless. A lasting Pax Romana doesn't mean eternal tranquility. Even in our timeline, Rome's influence never truly wavered for long. Its echoes resonate in our laws, languages, architecture, and political systems. But in this alternate 2026, those echoes are the very foundations upon which global civilization rests. The vision of towering colosseums and bustling markets, seen through AI-generated images, offers a glimpse into a world that is both familiar and profoundly different. This thought experiment isn't just about what a powerful empire could achieve, but about the profound butterfly effect of single historical choices and the enduring power of human ingenuity, whether under an emperor or a democracy.